Hey guys, wanted to hop on real quick and demonstrate the 3 of my favorite pelvic health exercises. You are going to do these exercises instead of traditional ab work, especially if you feel you have an abdominal separation, and this is huge in so many women who have had children. These exercises are way better if you ever had incontinence or pelvic floor prolapse, and of course, I would highly recommend that you see a pelvic health physiotherapist. But these exercises are things that I've learned from working with a couple different pelvic health physiotherapists, and ones that I think have helped me personally. And by all means, I am not an expert in this, but these are things that I've seen dramatic improvements in myself with. And I hope they'll help you too. So I'm going to take you through the 3, and then you can choose to do 40 of whatever one you like. So typically I'll do 20 of each. I try to do it every day or twice a day. So here they are. So the first one is a really simple bridge. Okay. So all you're going to do is you're not going to tuck your pelvis under. You're going to keep a little bit of an arch in your back, and you're just going to keep your feet about shoulder width apart. And you're trying to keep your knees in the exact same spot. You're going to take a deep inhale in. You're going to exhale, and keeping your spine with the neutral spine a little bit of a curve, you're going to contract your pelvic floor first. So this is a key goal, thinking of drawing your pelvic floor up, or picking up a blueberry with your pelvic floor. So you're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to contract that pelvic floor, and then you're going to raise your hips up. Very slow to stabilize. And you want to feel that linea alba, the tendon between your abs, tighten. So another cue to think about is drawing your abs in towards the midline. So we're going to be drawing the pelvic floor up, the deep abs in towards your midline, and raising up. And then you're just going to take your arms out and raise them up, creating tension in your arms, thinking of drawing those abs in. And then you're going to inhale to go down. So again, you're going to exhale. So inhale to start. Exhale, draw the pelvic floor up. Think about putting your abs together, lifting your hips up, and then arms in. And inhaling on the way down. So that's number 1. Number 2, you're going to have your feet resting out, and this one's pretty important. So what you want to do is you're going to have your arms beside your ears like you're doing a crunch, but you're not going to lift your head up. When you lift your head up, what will happen is you'll engage those external abs, and if you feel right between your abs, when you do this, it actually creates more of a sinking, and that's definitely not what we want, because it really opens that space up even more. So this exercise, you're going to put your hands beside your ears. Again, you're going to do the same cue. So you're going to inhale to relax. And when you exhale, you're going to draw up that pelvic floor. You're going to think of drawing up and then taking your abs in as you just resist in and bring your arms up. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale on the way down. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, draw out the pelvic floor and squeeze your arms in. And relax. And you're not engaging the external abs. So when you feel your abdominals, when you do this exercise, you should feel that your belly button, the separation becomes, there's tension there, right? So if I go up like this, there's a bigger sinking. The external obliques, or not obliques, but the external, like the outer halves become engaged, and my separation actually gets deeper. That's not what we want. This is different. I don't know if you can see, but there's more tension in my belly button. My belly button becomes flat instead of sinking down. So I take a deep, keeping my back in a neutral spine. Inhale, I exhale, contract that pelvic floor up. Think about drawing my abs in. This becomes taut. The whole entire tendon has tension in it. And then I bring my arms in and relax. those are two. My third one, fairly similar. What you're going to do is essentially bringing your leg out, and then when you exhale, you're going to bring it in, drawing in those abs. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, contract your pelvic floor, contract that tendon, and bring your legs in. Now this might be easier if you have socks on. So inhale, and exhale, keeping that little bit of an arch in your back. You're going to exhale, contract the pelvic floor, thinking of drawing your abs in, keeping them taut. So you could do 10 each leg. You could do 10 of your bridges, and then you can do 10 of these ones if you want. Well, that's only 30, so choose one and do more of it. So when you're sitting up, this is one thing I learned, not to get up like that. That puts extra pressure on your core. So what you want to do when you get up, you want to kind of roll on your side, and even when you get down, you want to roll on your side and roll on your back. And roll on your side and get up that way. I've been told that's just temporarily. I look kind of funny when I try to do my chest press because I've got my weights and I'm trying to get down onto my back. But if you can just make those small lifestyle habits, so not rolling down to your back and coming up, they do make a really big difference. And again, those exercises have been what has really worked for me, and my abdominal separation is going to be different than your abdominal separation. So I would highly recommend getting into a pelvic health physiotherapist, but try these out, see what works for you, and make sure to try to get tension in that ligament that's kind of been stretched and opening up. And I can actually tell a difference after doing these exercises about how my abdomen feels and the way it looks, which is like really awesome. And I've been doing this for, it feels like a long time now. So it's about 8 weeks. And I've noticed, we've been tracking, and my abdominal separation used to start 3 centimeters above my belly button. Now it's 1 centimeter above my belly button, and I'm hoping the more I do this, the better it will get. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So I want this for you too. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully I will be recording a better quality